Hello and welcome to the Corner Flag. We are back after a little while. We have been away for a little while, but I promise you there has been a good reason for it. Okay, it is not just because we are lazy, it is because there have been some major updates in the world of the Corner Flag. Ronak, do you want to tell people what that update is? Or Nathan, would you like to make the honors? What is that update?
Yeah, I'd
Oh,
be honored to, obviously. So, our dear Amogh has become a father to a
woo!
lovely, lovely daughter, and we
Yeah.
all congratulate him from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Yes,
congratulations.
that did happen about a week ago, and that's why I've been just underslept and all over the place. Like I don't know when was the last time I had a shower. Because even if I do have a shower, it just feels like you have it. I've been peed and pooed on so many times. It's amazing. But that is not the update I was talking about. I was talking about the update of Liverpool losing 4 games in a row.
Bro, what you just said now, I've been pooed and peed on is exactly every fan watching Liverpool also right now. We've been shat on, peed on, fucked over on, everything. Sab kuch like perfect setup. Well done.
I love how quickly लिवरपूल फैंस लूज द प्लॉट है ना रौनक. हम कितने सालों से ये सह रहे हैं, कितने सालों से हम मीडियोक्रिटी को देख रहे हैं, कितने सालों से our hopes are getting risen with every new manager, with every new signing, and how
Dude,
many times.
I fully back this. Liverpool fans want to lose the plot, and now given how they're playing, they want to lose slot also. Like
ओहो, क्या बात है सर. आप तो मतलब कवि निकले.
But
Oh
yeah,
my
I
god.
think United, Liverpool हार रहा था, इतना अच्छा लग रहा था. United also, got away with a victory at Anfield, which was fucking monumental.
yeah, I was
Yeah.
And
surprised, dude.
then I was like, let's continue this. And for UCL night, Aya and Liverpool was against Eintracht Frankfurt, if I'm not
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah.
And I think first half play or maybe first goal was scored by Frankfurt, and I was like, let's go.
16th
Yeah.
Like,
minute or
we're
something.
back at it. And
I
another good result for everyone else but Liverpool. And then Liverpool thrashed 5 goals in.
I
yeah,
mean,
I
And
was
I
I
and I think the headline honestly was the way Slot played, because everyone was thinking, how is he going to fit in Isaac and Ekitike
hmm,
together?
hmm,
How is he not going to play Salah? Like, what is he going to do? Because even Salah has been very out of form.
yeah.
yeah,
So it was a good turn for Slot and for
yeah.
Liverpool, I feel.
I watched that game, dude, and when that first goal went in, obviously I wasn't surprised,
Hmm.
but I knew they would score equalize at least. But did you guys see that Ekitike goal? That was some finish. That was a good run in and that Robertson assist. So finally,
Hmm,
I think Slot did something right. He started Robertson over Kirkez.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
he benched Salah, and finally, I think what's his name? Wirtz finally got. He played very well this game.
Hmm.
Apart from his 2 assists, if Salah had to give him that pass, he could have even scored a goal.
Hmm,
I'm like, okay, like finally, after since the start of the season, this is
hmm,
one game I genuinely enjoyed watching
yeah. I
after
mean,
conceding.
I
But
mean, 5-1 जीतेगा तो enjoyment तो होगा ही.
yeah, and
Uh,
it could have easily been seven, maybe honestly. But like, I was like, okay, cool. Slot going forward, Brentford away, which is day after whenever. Don't screw this up. Just
but so
play a similar. Isak is injured, by the way,
yeah,
as of now. I think last
which
I read.
and Isak being injured makes his selection headache a little bit easier, right? Because of course that's a big talking point. How do you bench
Yeah,
Ekitike who's been in such good form?
dude, this
Uh,
is the thing, right? Now that I think of it, if Liverpool signed only Ekitike and Wirtz,
hmm,
okay, and maybe a centre back, three signings, it would have
hmm.
been. I think it would have been more stable.
I
And
mean,
and
this
if
in
Nunes,
addition to
if
Frimpong and Kirkes, right?
I would still, I mean, yeah, Frimpong. Yeah, sorry, how I forget of Frimpong, right?
Yeah.
So letting Diaz go was the biggest problem, man. Like I miss that guy so much. Trent, of course, but like I think Bradley defensively is slightly better, is what I've seen so far.
Hmm.
But yeah, like missing out on selling Luis Diaz was just bad decision.
So, but I
So
mean, like, even when Liverpool were in a bad run of form, when even after they lost to United, uh, although it was a crisis, we all knew Liverpool are going to bounce back. They just have a very good team. And although
Yeah.
there were like slight rumors of Slot fire, like being sacked and all that were being talked about also, I think that's a little ridiculous.
Nah, nah, nah.
Because they have a very good team and they will eventually get back, and half of them are winners and the other half just slightly kind of come on in, and even they are
Hmm.
very very good players. So
Yeah.
uh, I think the whole issue was that because in the past Premier League ka margins have been so tiny and
Mm-hmm.
so fine, where even a draw seemed like a loss, because those were 2 points drop, especially for Liverpool and Manchester City.
Hmm.
So keeping those seasons in context, yes, it was a crisis at Liverpool, but it is still very very salvageable, man.
Easily, dude. Easily. I think Slot just needs to get his starting 11 sorted.
Hmm.
And I hope KSR gets more game time, because do you guys know that KSR, and whatever how many ever games he's played, he's got at least I think 5 or 6 GA so far, and
Hmm.
he's been mainly
Yeah.
come on as a sub, which
Yeah.
is
Hmm.
amazing. So
So,
I
Yeah, yeah.
think he needs
He's
to.
been a super sub.
Yeah,
but
it'll
so
take.
this is
But,
this like
here's,
this is
here's what I'm thinking. Sorry to cut you off. If Liverpool lose their next 2 out of 5 games, or if one and draw like 2 others, if they, I think this is not going to be a season for them to compete for the title. They're finishing
Hmm.
top 4, maybe top 5 even. Maybe FA Cup in the cups they should be do better, but
Hmm.
I don't know. I've already said this in the last episode. We'll gauge by like match day 15 or something. If Liverpool keep dropping points, then easily they're out. Then
But
nowhere. It's going to be City Arsenal again.
correct. And but I want to take the conversation back to Arne Slot, right? Because
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
what he did against Frankfurt in the Champions League, benching Salah and making that rotation that was needed was very very important, and
Yeah.
it needed to be done. I just find it a little weird that it took him this long. Now, of course,
Yes.
when it comes to Mo Salah, that is one player that I would still give a pass to in from Slot's point of view,
Hmm.
right? Like, and it's the same conversation that United fans have about Bruno Fernandes, right?
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
Bruno has a bad run of games, which he has had recently, United fans are baying for his blood because, again, reactionary fucking keyboard warriors. But they are baying for his blood. Oh, why the fuck is Bruno still playing? He needs to be benched. He needs to be benched, etc., etc. But the manager always, whichever manager, not just Amazon, whichever manager, always puts his name on the team sheet first. He is that level of a player for
Hmm, hmm,
United.
hmm, hmm.
It's the same with
Save
Salah.
for
Salah's a
Salah. Yeah.
fucking he's one of the best players in the
He's
world,
Salah, dude. Like, yeah.
but he's not been performing, right? He's not
This
been
season, no.
performing
No,
in the
straight.
Premier League. So I can still forgive Slot for keeping the faith in Mo Salah, because with the quality that Mo Salah has, he is going to turn it around and he is going to get you the goals. He is going to get you some sort of attacking output, right? But my question to Arne Slot is about the other positions. My question is about Milos Kerkez, for example. Kerkez has not played well at
He's
left
not
back,
started well. Start of
right?
life has not been great,
He did bench Words for the game against United, for example, which was
which was a
necessary because
mistake.
Words has also no. I don't think it was a mistake, because
Mm,
in the Premier League, Words has not really flattered anyone. He has found it extremely hard in these first
agreed.
8 game weeks. Words has found it extremely hard to adapt to the strength and the
Mm.
pace of the Premier League. So he is not fully cooked in the league yet. He's a great player, no doubt,
Yeah, 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 fair.
but
Mm.
that adaptation has not happened yet,
And
right?
I'll
Yeah,
also
yeah, yeah.
tell you
It's
why it
it's
was
also
a
been a
good
little unlucky
decision
also.
against United to not play Florian Wirtz, is because if you see United's formation, it's only Dallo and the other wing back, whatever. It's either Ahmad or Dorgu, whatever. Those were the
Yeah,
two players on the wing.
yeah,
Rest 8 players are only through the middle.
correct.
Three
Hmm.
centre backs, two mids, and then three forwards. And to operate against a team that are in a low block and are filled in the middle, it
Hmm.
wasn't the right game for Florian Wirtz. I really don't
Yeah,
think so.
yeah. But I
Uh,
mean,
uh,
I
I'm
I
saying
find it
that.
hard
Hmm.
that Kirkes is getting so much game time, and I get it. Like, the
Yeah,
other
yeah, yeah.
option is Andy Robertson, who is matlab kitna budde ko khilaoge. I get that sentiment as well, but it really did feel like Slot was just hoping against hope ki yaar, at the end of the
Yeah.
day. And we know Kirkes is a good player. We've seen him play for Bournemouth last season. He has been fantastic, right? So I feel like it's just a case of Slot being like, just put faith in these
Yeah.
players that they will come good. And I feel the UCL game against Frankfurt was the best game for Liverpool to make these
Yeah.
rotations. So I will hand it to Slot in that
Finally.
in that sense, that he made the rotations at the right minute, because a 5-1 victory is going to boost the morale in that dressing room
Yeah.
for sure.
Agreed.
It really is to be seen what he does against Brentford now, because again the Premier
Yes.
League is a different monster, right?
Exactly. That's
Words
what.
like you said, having a great game, it doesn't really tell you the whole story, because again it's in the league that he has played for all his life. He's
Right.
playing against opposition that he knows inside out, right?
True.
One of the positives from the the Frankfurt Liverpool game is that we got to see Soboslai and Wirtz really gel, really do well on the right hand side. So I think going forward, Slot may be like, okay, this is working well, and it really did well. Like you could see it. So maybe I see him hopefully trying to utilize that, do that again going forward. Hopefully for the Brentford game, see that one more time. And Curtis Jones, by the way, the one player I genuinely hate. I never liked him. I don't know why. I just never liked him. He had a great game, and he really. It was a breath of fresh air because McAllister is still not in form, and I was very surprised. I was like, "Wow, look at these boys!" But yeah,
Is McAllister not in form, or is he still hurting in the head after
I
that?
was, I was just about to say that we have kind of fizzed past United winning at Anfield. Let's
Yeah.
kind of bring it back to that.
Let's
Mukesh,
bring
where
it
are you,
back.
man? I miss you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Gaurav in the chat is
Mukesh.
also saying that he's missing Mukesh. Where is the other Liverpool fan? Gaurav is saying, well, Mukesh is hiding. That's
Mukesh is hiding.
the truth, right? He is hiding because he's getting married and all, and that's another thing. So again, like another
But
great fucking.
yeah, but more importantly, he's hiding. Like
More importantly, he's hiding.
we-
He is embarrassed to face the public. He is embarrassed at this point, as he should be.
dude, the amount of DMs I have received. Oh, you guys know how it was just. I didn't. I still haven't opened some of them because I know how ruthless my fellow friends and followers are, dude.
Yeah.
There was this guy before halftime even. This guy has messaged me, "Hi Nathan, good night."
Yeah.
On one of the football groups, okay, Radio Silence. I have been part of this group for a couple of years. I haven't gone to play in a year. They've not met, like spoken, asked me how I am, nothing. Randomly, happy Diwali @ Nathan, good night. And
I
the
mean-
guy who sent this is the funniest thing. Huh? The guy who sent this immediately sends me a WhatsApp message, sends me a WhatsApp invite. Bro, I'm getting married in December. Please come. The timing, I'm like, what a guy.
Nice. Oh, now that I have your attention, Liverpool lost. Ha ha ha. No, but so I mean, credit where it's due. I gave Slot credit for turning things around against Frankfurt by making the right substitutions or whatever. But what the fuck was Slot saying after the United game, man?
He said
was
something,
taking
I
a
don't-
leaf. He's taking a leaf out of Jurgen Klopp's book. You know, Jurgen Klopp would blame everything. Slot just showed what a bitter loser he is. He has said that what are we supposed to do against a team that was playing a low block? United
They were playing.
You know,
They were
if
playing
we,
five
if
at the
we
back,
played,
no?
if we, yeah, you're a manager in the Premier League. Your job is to penetrate low blocks.
You're a
Yeah.
Premier League winning manager.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like
there you go. Thank you, Ronaq. Something to feel good about from this episode.
ऐसे तो-
Some reassurance.
I want to ask Arne Slot, like, are teams allowed to play a low block against you?
नहीं
Is
नहीं
Sam
नहीं लिवरपूल आ रही है
Allardyce-
भाई लो ब्लॉक नहीं let them win.
Yeah.
Hmm.
मतलब
This
Sam
is where
Allardyce-
Harvey Elliott could have come handy.
Yeah.
This is where he
Sam-
shines. But
Sam Allardyce,
it is
Tony
what it is.
Pulis, Sean Dyche and all are saying, अच्छा तो हम लोग लिवरपूल के अगेंस्ट खेल नहीं सकते क्या? ऐसा अलाउड नहीं है क्या? प्रीमियर लीग रूल्स के वजह से अलाउड नहीं है क्या?
I was
Then
watching the
but
Forest
then
game.
but then, wait. Then he also goes on to say that last 3-4 games they were playing with Benjamin Sesko up front, and this time around there was no Benjamin Sesko. Newsflash, Arne Slot: managers are allowed to rotate the team.
Yeah, it's.
I mean-
I can't believe he said that. I'm hoping it's a meme. I'm hoping it's false. I'm hoping
really
it's
not.
It's not.
No,
And,
but
They
and you know,
actually said
like
that.
this season, his press conferences have increasingly been bad. Like
Yeah,
he
he-
started with playing, throwing players under the bus to
that was
uh,
disrespectful. Kirkes,
to
no, you're talking about
questioning
that
all
whole.
other things apart from his team selection and his rotation and his tactics.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah,
else he's questioned.
yeah.
I do just
I
क्या
mean,
ही बोलूं अभी.
look, if things go on the way they are, especially with the way he is throwing the players under the bus and the way he's interacting with the media, this is not going to be a long managerial tenure for Arne
Hmm.
Slot. You know,
Yeah.
say what it is. The thing is with Klopp, for he fantastic tactician, yes, great man manager, also yes. But another important thing about him was how good he was with the media.
Hmm.
Even when Klopp was a bitter loser when he lost and he would
He
blame things,
never threw anyone.
he was still charming about it. Like there was still something interesting about the way he was dealing with the
Yeah,
media
agreed.
that made him get a free pass, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
Slot doesn't seem to have that, and we've seen this with Eric Ten Hag at Man United as well. One of the main reasons why Eric Ten Hag also lost the dressing room is because people were like, "What the fuck are you saying in front of people, man? तेरे को बात
Yeah.
करने को नहीं आता क्या?" Like,
Hmm.
Yeah.
how do you inspire confidence as the leader of an elite level football team if you don't know how to address the media? And that's going to be a problem in the future unless he
And
sorts himself out.
Agree.
realistically, this season has been the only blemish in Klopp. I mean, in Slot's tenure at Liverpool. Otherwise, he's had a very chilled out run. Like, I mean, he lost to PSG in the Champions League last season. PSG went to win on the Champions League, so can't say much there.
Yeah,
Won the league, all good. And now this is where
This is where
second
he's
season is
tested. This
always
is his test.
difficult.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, this is where he has to kind of come forward and
Ah,
protect
yeah.
the players, believe in his own tactics. Whatever new signings, 400 whatever million they've spent, that is okay. Every other club spends that money, and
yeah,
sure, it does take time for some players to even get going, but then your job as a manager is to protect the players. Like, first
yeah,
things first, you have to take the blame and protect them. And
yeah.
we've seen countless managers do that. Like, if you throw the players under the bus, then you lose the plot right there.
And exactly right. And at that point, I would like to also bring up Ruben Amorim for
Yeah.
everything that is said about Amorim. He's very stubborn with his tactics. He doesn't like to change things around. He makes too many rotations. He's never played with the same back three. There's no player is settled, etc., etc., etc. I don't think I've ever heard Ruben Amorim throw any of his players under the bus,
Ah,
regardless
that's
of
true.
what the
Yeah.
results
I
have been.
give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the results have been terrible. And the players have been terrible. Like there were
Imagine
games where
not throwing Onana under the bus. I mean,
exactly.
imagine.
उसको मैनेजर ऑफ द सीजन अवार्ड उसके लिए ही दे दो यार. Like it takes so much guts. And even when Onana was transferred out, even when his loan deal was sanctioned and he was asked about it in an interview, he very calmly said, "Look, Andre Onana is a fantastic goalkeeper. We know what he has done at Inter Milan. We know
Mhm.
how instrumental he was in getting Inter to the Champions League final. He has had great games over here as well. But I spoke to the player and we both agreed that it was time to explore a change.
Right.
It was good for the player, it was good for the club."
Hmm.
That's absolutely bang on. That is
That's how
exactly,
it's
it
supposed to
is
be.
so politically correct, so well stated.
Hmm.
That's how you do it. He has not
And
thrown anybody. He has not thrown Altay Bayandir under the bus. In fact, he has
exactly.
come very violently to his defense,
Yeah.
even though
Yeah.
he knew that Bayandir is eventually going to be number two,
Hmm.
and he's only playing in goal because Onana has gone and Sana Lamens was not ready at the time. Now,
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
2 games later, Lamens is cementing his spot.
Oh, he's
But
pretty
and
good so
and
far from what we've seen.
like, one more thing I wanted to say about Amorim was his post press conference after the Liverpool game.
hmm,
And he was very clear that, no, to the media, you guys keep the same narrative going that
hmm,
you have been, because
yeah,
this is the same team. This is the same team that it was 90 minutes ago. This is the same team that has been playing since the start of the season. But now the way people look at this team has changed.
yeah,
So you all keep the same narrative because you've been so bad with him,
yeah,
so horrible with Amorim. So
yeah,
now, after one win, he's, saying that no, 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 no. You
yeah.
remember all of that. That and this team are the same. We've been trying to do the same thing. This time it paid off. So now everything is, good.
Yeah.
So
Fantastic stuff. Like that absolutely fantastic stuff. It was his coaching. Like he basically outcoached uh Arne Slot in Liverpool in that game.
Yeah,
Fantastic
totally.
team
I
selections.
read this thing. I don't know. Yeah, something around the lines of United the what United tried to do. So because they knew that Virgil
Yeah.
and Konate are good with the duels, aerial duels, so they
Hmm.
tried to win the ball
Second
back,
balls.
second ball. Yeah.
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 And that worked very well.
Yeah.
It's
And
it was brilliant.
yeah,
It
yeah, yeah.
was freaking tactical
It worked. It
genius
worked
at
very
play.
well. Full credit.
Yeah.
Totally.
And because even in the press conference before the match, he said that for the selection, for Harry Maguire's selection, everything, the way he said it kind of panned out that way, from Konate and Virgil being aggressive and arrogant on the ball, like not arrogant but like aggressive towards the ball,
Yeah.
winning aerial duels. Yes, that's why he didn't play Benjamin Sheshko. He didn't want a target man.
Yeah.
He
Fair
wanted
enough.
people to pick up the scraps, and that is where Cunha was so
Kunya,
freaking good.
great ball carrier,
I
man.
mean,
So
what
Yeah.
good.
a freaking player. I mean, I I
Hmm.
lost my shit just watching him play,
Yeah.
because that grit, and that is exactly what you get from a Premier League proven player.
Yeah.
That is why we bought him. He
Yeah.
Hmm.
fucking knows how to do this shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
It
yeah.
was brilliant.
I'd just like to say to everybody who's watching and who's going to listen to this later, and I mentioned this to you guys as well. But the United Liverpool game was one day after my daughter was born, and we
Yes.
had just gotten not one day after, 2 days after my daughter was born, and we had just gotten her home, and it was her first night at home, and she was watching the
Yeah,
United game
beautiful,
with
man.
me. So
Best homecoming.
it's not about formations and tactics and players and transfers and managers and 3-4-3s and 4-3. It's not about any of that. मेरे बेटी ने यूनाइटेड को विक्ट्री दिलाया. All
Yeah,
right,
dude,
that is what has
I
happened.
wanted to message you
Fuck
this,
yes.
but then I completely forgot because I also, when you send that picture on our group, I was like, oh shit, so don't tell me. And it happened. So
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
But
so
has Mukesh been successful into converting baby into a Liverpool fan or something?
no, no,
'Cause
no.
I don't
And
know.
he's not going to. Mukesh has said, by the way, for context, Mukesh was very adamant that he is going to convert my daughter into a Liverpool fan. And if he's going to get her Liverpool onesies or something, I'm going to make a video of me burning them.
No, no,
And I'm
send it
going
to
to
me,
tag
dude.
Mukesh in it. हाँ,
Regift.
तू फिट नहीं होगा उनमें.
I'll give it to someone who
अच्छा,
I know.
I thought मतलब तेरे को खुद को
Why
पहनने
the
के.
fuck would I use it, bro? I
I
know
don't know,
someone
man.
who.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
know someone.
Some weird onesie fetish.
Yeah, some weird onesie fetish there is. What's up, guys? Akash and Muki look different. Yes, it's been a while. I don't know
It's been a
exactly who
while.
this is, but it's been a while. Please say hello to Ronaq and Nathan, newest joinees of the Conflag.
Yo,
Hello.
More questions about Mukesh. Why is Mukesh busy? He doesn't have to star in those no smoking ads anymore. Should have come
come
for the
on.
podcast. Or is he busy running Reliance? He is busy hiding in a corner because Liverpool are playing like shit.
While watching this somehow.
Yeah, yeah. Also, Nathan and Mike, a better love story than Sayara.
What? It's not working again?
No, it is. It is. It
Oh,
is.
thank
Which
you,
is why.
Levan.
We've
Which is
come
why.
towards the end of that movie, so.
Yeah. Which is why
I
it
haven't
is
watched
a.
Sayara, so did I
It's
miss
a.
out
Neither have I,
anything?
man.
No, man,
Okay.
even I haven't watched.
Okay.
But I know that people cried in that movie, and it's a great love story. So
हाँ,
there you
I
go.
all over my timeline वो सब देखा मैंने, but I still didn't.
Pretty much, yes. But Liverpool now, of course, go away to Brentford on Sunday, or rather late Saturday night at 12:30. Late Saturday night kickoff. Do you think Slot is going to get Liverpool back to that Eintracht Frankfurt form in the Premier League
I
that
don't
quickly?
know.
That one game, is it going to?
No, I mean,
I
Isaac is
don't know,
out,
man.
right? So he'll go back to the old formation. Salah will be out wide, and I think Wirtz will start, because Wirtz already showed in the Frankfurt game that he can play well in this team, in this formation, a different
Yeah,
formation, but in this team. So
Hmm.
he would want his 130, 100 million, whatever million signing to get to it, like like make the momentum really get the results. And I
yeah.
think even Florian Wirtz will play.
I
I think the thing is about Robertson. Will Kirkes get the
Yes.
nod, or
Mm,
will
No,
it
no,
be
no.
Robertson?
It has to, dude. If he starts Kirkes in this game, given how good of a game Robertson had, brother, like this is
And like
just
I actually
arrogance at
wanted
this
to
point.
say that we have to put some respect to Robertson's name. Like we've been just
yeah,
discounting him
See,
like this
last
old
season,
fellow,
yeah, last
and that is
season
not true.
he did make a couple of mistakes, which I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah,
But look at the bright side, dude. See how much he also created, if not how good he was in the build up.
correct.
Same for the Frankfurt game, by the way. Like he was so. instrumental. I
Yeah.
was like, as soon as he when I saw the lineup, I'm like, oh, Roberts is starting. Interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I immediately had a slight positive thought
No,
about
and
it.
he has
अच्छा
so much
जाएगा.
experience. He's won multiple Premier
Exactly.
League titles and the Champions League. I mean, he
I think,
knows how to play a game, especially when the game's difficult.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I
Especially
feel
from
like
out wide, and his dude, like, I think he got an assist also, or maybe he got an assist, but if he did, that was a good. Yes, he got the Ekitike assist. That was such a, like, within a second he had to just quickly think, and he delivered that great pass, by the way,
yeah.
between both the defenders, and Ekitike great finish, so better finish. So I hope Robertson starts. If he doesn't, then I don't know, man. Like, Frimpong's also injured, by the way. Frimpong,
Yeah.
Gravenberch, Isak, and Allison are out,
Yeah.
oh,
and I think
Gravenberch got injured in the United game only, right?
Gravenberch got injured
yeah,
in
Yeah,
the
he's
he's
such a solid player. I
He's.
love
I think he'll be
Gravenberch,
on the
man.
bench. I'm not sure. Maybe, but as from what I read this today evening, I think he maybe not play for Saturday's game.
yeah.
But good, Curtis Jones had a good game. So,
Yeah, yeah.
you know,
Hmm. On the other side, Brentford also trying to turn their season around. They've had a patchy run of form, draw, loss, win, uh, and they find themselves currently in 13th place, which is not where a team like Brentford would like themselves to be. Fairly safe at the moment, but you know how fast things can change in the Premier League.
yeah,
But with Keith Andrews, you know, new manager, new team, he is also trying to find his footing in the league, in this team, and again, this is a Brentford team that has lost a lot of their players and their staff. You know,
Hmm.
it's not a Thomas Frank team anymore. So the entire identity of the club has changed a little bit. So these are teething pains for Brentford, but I do think that Brentford have the capability in them to give Liverpool a bloody nose. Right?
yeah, totally.
If I were Brentford, I would look at it as these guys are there for the taking. We know that they are leaking goals. All we have to do is make sure that our defense is tight and we can get one chance that
So,
if we
I
can
would say
convert, we can
Brentford
hold
can
on.
score. We know Liverpool have been leaky in pretty much every
Very,
single game this season.
this
Yeah.
whole
Like
season
they've
so far.
just been leaky. So, but apart from that, I feel that because Isaac is out, who was not in great form, with Ekitike back in, Gakpo is honestly in such great form in general.
Yeah, he's been in good form.
I think Liverpool will, want to get back to winning ways. I mean, in the Premier League,
Yeah.
Should,
and just start making up ground there to Arsenal and to the likes of City also, because even City
Yeah.
are kind of climbing up
dude,
the table
we
really
can't rule
fast.
City out, dude. Like, I
Yeah,
still
just
feel
cannot.
City.
Yeah.
Okay, there's only, maybe there's one, if only if Haaland gets injured, maybe then we could say.
Yeah,
But
because currently they are a one-trick pony. Like it's
Yeah.
I
only
read
Haaland
that
who's scoring the goals for them.
65% of City's goals this season have come
Yeah,
via Haaland,
Haaland and
which is
Inchaland. Uh,
and that's actually not. That's very ridiculous because City have been known to play a kind of football that I know, like Aguero would score shit tons of goals, but would also be Sterling, would also be Sane, and then even David
yeah,
Silva would kind of chip
Silva,
in into
yeah.
the goals, and
Yeah.
KDB
Fernandinho would
supplying
score in a
everything.
banger in the middle, and then it would
Yeah.
just be all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So in that sort, I feel City are in a very different transition, and if
But
it's
I
right
feel
now,
like
it's Arsenal's title to lose. Like it's
yeah.
just Arsenal all the way for me right
See,
now.
it's still early. It's still very early, but as of right now, yes, it's Arsenal's, and they have so far in the season they have been looking just so good defensively. Attack also, yes. Although Saka, okay, he's been in and out of injury, fair enough. But like Gyökeres scored a brace in their last game.
Hmm.
Tap-ins, but still you can has to count. So Arsenal are looking really good, and dude, that this player, man, like Mikel Merino, he's just so good, dude.
So
Like,
I
here's
said
the
this
interesting thing.
earlier. Sorry, go for it. Go for it.
Here's the interesting thing though. It is Arsenal's title to lose. City have started slow and are very obviously a one-trick pony this season. It is all about Haaland, and Haaland is in fantastic form. Like from an FPL point of view, if you had to play triple captain on him on any of the game weeks before that,
Yeah.
it would be all well and forgiven. You know, you don't want to
hmm.
wait for a double game week. That's fine. Do it. Get rack up the points early on in the season, and that's fine. But I feel like this is the weekend where things might change, huh?
Oh, they're
Because
playing.
Yeah, because Arsenal top with 19 points, Man City second with 16 points. So just a 3 point difference. Man City are playing Aston Villa, whereas Arsenal are playing Crystal Palace.
Both very
Now
good
that
games.
is a very, very, very tricky fixture for Arsenal, especially considering the form that Crystal Palace are in. Crystal
Yeah.
Palace, Bournemouth, fucking mental, mental,
In the
mental
Premier
game.
League, yes.
Right?
Palace lost yesterday, apparently. I was surprised now.
No, but in the Premier League, like the last
Yeah,
Premier League game, 3-3,
that was a
what a
good game.
barn burner of a game,
Crazy.
I
man.
watched that
And
game.
I
I
mean,
think I
Mateta,
even
after
messaged.
scoring the hat trick, he missed that
Oh
sitter.
man,
It
bro.
Yeah.
was.
I felt so. I was gutted for him. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn. Like I really like watching Mateta. Dude, Palace
Yeah.
in general, what a team, man. Like I've
Yeah.
just, which reminds me, next week Carabao Cup, Liverpool play Palace at
Yeah.
home, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking of skipping that game. Just go out with some friends. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, if I
You should.
have time, you must spend it wisely. Yeah.
Yeah. But do we think City can actually leapfrog? Like, do you think this is the game week where City come level on points with Arsenal? Would Crystal Palace be the team that gives Arsenal the bloody nose this season?
I don't know, man. I
So,
can't say.
one
I'm
thing I would
hoping
say,
yes, but I can't tell.
yeah. So even Gabriel is a doubt for the Palace game. That's a
Yeah,
huge blow to
Yeah.
Arsenal. Huge. Absolutely huge. I don't think
I think
he's
he'll play, dude.
irreplaceable.
He'll play, man. I have the
Yeah,
he.
even I
Arteta
feel
used
he'll
to
play.
do
Like
this.
Arteta is very notorious for
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. He
Yeah.
does this
Very,
shit.
very notorious for this. But apart from that, I'm very torn for Arsenal, because somewhere I feel they're so good in all facets of the game where they should just be winning the league, and
Yeah.
there's no opponent that they cannot beat, at least in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And just when I say
Hello.
that, I just when I say that, of course, I mean Liverpool, you all did score that beautiful free kick with Shobo, but I mean just when I say that for Arsenal, they did just narrowly grab the victory with the
Newcastle.
Gabriel assist, yeah, against Newcastle, and it just like as a for Premier League champions, the kind of team you need to be outscoring every single one, and it
Yeah, yeah,
shouldn't just be
totally.
corners that are bailing you out,
Agree.
even though they are fucking fantastic at it.
Yeah.
They are too good at corners and
And
too
they
good at
have
set
depth,
pieces, but
dude. They have depth in every
they need
position.
to find more ways to score goals.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah,
just
that's
not
true.
happening in other ways.
Because at the end of the day, now what's going to happen is they are going to get found out very quickly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Right. And
I
it's
hope.
it's very easy to make sure and put in the work in the training ground before facing Arsenal to make sure that you are not going to leak goals through corners and set pieces.
Hmm.
Right.
Hmm.
Like if you just focus on that, uh,
Hmm.
uh, it, it it can be easily found out. And I feel like that is a mistake that Arsenal will make, that Arteta will make. My only thing is, I'm looking at it purely like this fixture. I'm looking at this fixture purely from Crystal Palace's point of view, because they would love it if they could get one over Arsenal. It's a big
Yeah.
game for them. They're on the
100%.
up. Mateta is in the form of his life. Mateta also had a fucking
Sar
scrap
also,
with.
man.
Sar,
Did you did
exactly.
you did you did you hear about the scrap that Mateta had with Wilfried Zaha?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I mean, for no reason, right? For no
Yeah.
reason. Basically, what
Absolutely.
happened was Mateta recently got his first France call up. He also scored his first goal for France.
Hmm.
And he was talking
Ah,
about
yeah.
it where he said that, oh, it's great that I got this call up, but a lot of people didn't believe in me. Like, my former teammates at Crystal Palace, like Wilfried Zaha, they all thought that I couldn't
He
be able
dropped
to do it.
names.
He dropped
Yeah,
names.
yeah, and he said
And
when
then,
Oh.
previously when this was brought up, others laughed
yeah.
like at the thought of him being called up for France.
Yeah. And Wilfried Zaha then basically went on a fucking random rant where he was like, I would never do that. There were 10 players there. Why is he only naming me? Is it because Wilfried Zaha is a big name? This is why I don't have friends in football. I'm like, भाई तू overreact कर रहा है अभी. ये थोड़ा
Yeah.
ज़्यादा हो गया. ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा हो गया.
And
Since
he
then,
said like I
obviously,
wouldn't expect this to come from someone who I considered a friend and all of
yeah.
that.
ये बहुत सेंटी दे रहा था यार विल्फ्रीड ज़ाहा. शार्लेट एफसी के लिए खेल रहा है वो. I feel like he's feeling a little lonely over there.
Really, Charlotte FC,
I mean, yeah,
heavy.
Where is the Charlotte? America?
US,
Yes.
MLS,
Yeah.
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 So it is like it was all, but that is also fueling the fire. That is also
Hmm.
adding to the motivation that Mateta
I really
has.
like Mateta, man. Right now, he's just
Yeah.
Fantastic. Proper
great
old school
finisher,
player,
man.
shirt
Yeah, yeah.
tucked
I
in.
was just gonna say that. Like aura, he has that vintage,
Even
classy.
against Liverpool, he hit that post, man. I can still see that
Dude, that
freaking
Liverpool
shot.
game, honestly, Palace would have been at least 4, maybe 5 up in the first
Yeah,
45.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Allison
Allison
was
was so instrumental,
out
so
of
good.
the world.
But if I don't know, man, like I think that's where
Hey,
it
but
all
I'm
began. That's
glad
that's
Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool lost in that game because Palace deserved a victory. It
dude,
was clear.
Yeah.
easily, man, like easily it was. And the what hurt the most is that they won the match. Okay, this guy, what's his name? The former Arsenal player, यार, क्या है उसका नाम? Whatever his name is, he scored
Eddie
the
and
win.
Ketia.
Nketiah, yeah, he scored the winner, but he scored the winner in the last minute of the game, which is something Liverpool before that match have been doing for the past 4 5 matches in a run.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, they pulled a Liverpool on Liverpool. I think we discussed this, but
Yeah.
I'm not forgetting that for a while. And okay, Palace dominated that game, so full credit. Like
Yeah.
it was a good game.
Speaking of Eddie Nketiah, did you hear about Eddie Nketiah's flirtation with the Ghanaian national team?
What? No.
ये
What?
सुना क्या? Great, huh? अभी Eddie Nketiah has Ghanaian roots, so he is
Hmm.
eligible to
Hmm.
play for England as well as Ghana. Currently, he is British, right? Like he holds an English passport. He is dual nationality, so he is eligible to play for Ghana as well. Early on in his career, Eddie Nketiah said that he naturally feels like an England player. He has played for England in the youth level, not really made an impact for England at senior team level,
Hmm.
not really broken through the team. Now that Ghana has qualified for the 2026 World Cup, भाई बोल रहे हैं कि मुझे घाना के लिए खेलने में इंटरेस्ट है.
अच्छा लग रहा है अभी टीम.
मैं
हाँ,
अलीजेंस स्विच करने को
मस्त थ्रू
तैयार
बॉल
है.
डालते वो लोग. हाँ,
I've
फॉर्मेशन.
हाँ.
always been Ghanaian.
I have Ghanaian blood in my roots. I identify. गाना का कोच बोला चुप कर लौड़े निकल ये नहीं चलेगा मतलब he was just like ऐसा ऐसे कैसे बैठो ऐसे कैसे होगा you disrespect us by not wanting us at our lowest and now
Yeah.
you want to be with us at our highest. Fuck you. I mean it's amazing. But anyway, I digress. That is not the point of this. Let's quickly talk about United. United face Brighton tomorrow at 10 p.m.
Oh
Uh,
yes, I forgot
Fun
about
fact,
this.
by the way, fun fact for all the United haters and for all the Amorim haters and for all the people who are like, अरे यार वो fan के बाल नहीं कट रहे, back to back wins भी नहीं कर सकते, 3 हो सकता है by the way against Brighton, so haircut is
After
incoming.
tomorrow too. Hmm. That's if
I
you're
just
win.
want to say, I just want to say, right? For all the banter that you guys have done against Man United, please look at the table right now. Manchester
Two.
United are 2 points behind Liverpool.
What the hell? See, why everyone talking about Liverpool, man? I mean, champions, yeah, of course, but like,
That's
shit.
इसीलिए
literally
तो
why.
इसीलिए
That's
तो
literally why.
I
फर्ग्यूसन के
mean,
अंडर
just
फर्ग्यूसन के
ठीक है,
अंडर जब
मतलब
यूनाइटेड फर्ग्यूसन के अंडर जब यूनाइटेड डोमिनेट कर रही थी प्रीमियर लीग को
टू
तो
टू
कितने
पॉइंट तुम लोग रो रहे हो
लिवरपूल
यार. अच्छा, क्या
लिवरपूल
तुम लोग?
लिवरपूल फैंस ही तभी बोलते थे तुम लोग ग्लोरी हंटर्स हो फर्ग्यूसन ने तो सारे रेफरीज को पैसे खिलाए हैं
But वो
फर्गी
सच था
टाइम
ना.
मतलब घूस
Bara.
खिला के तुम लोग को 7 मिनट वो एक्स्ट्रा टाइम मिलता है फिर तुम लोग लास्ट मिनट में स्कोर करते हो तुम्हारे गैरी नेविल और रॉय
ठीक
कीन
है,
सब लोग के
2
टांगे
points.
तोड़ते उनको कार्ड्स नहीं मिलते तुमने खिलाए पैसे मैच फिक्सिंग करी
देख,
है
मैंने तो प्रेडिक्ट किया है सीजन के एंड में. I'll send you all the link later. कि United are finishing 5th, Liverpool are
Hmm.
finishing 3rd.
Hmm.
What's the score, Nathan? India, Australia are playing. Wait, let me check.
But
Oh,
yes,
tomorrow 9 a.m. ठीक है, ठीक है.
अच्छा अब तो ईशान Nathan will tell you the India Australia score tomorrow at 9. But yes, United versus Brighton. Is it going to be 3 in a row for Ruben Amorim? Ronaq, what do you think?
I think so. It's a home game, so that gives me a little bit more confidence. And Brighton, although
2-1.
Brighton are in a very good form, I would say, because they play
Or
good
or
football.
or
They're able to
or
score
or,
in the goals.
or like the European managers say, they're in a good moment.
Yeah,
But
but
Brighton's defenders are injured, no? I think.
yeah, but I mean exactly. So they have a few players out, and
Hmm.
it's not like they always turn up. It's not like they always, every single game they're there beating their opponent. So United does have a chance there to
Yeah.
build on the momentum
3-1 win for United.
and like we've all been saying this since the minute the Liverpool game ended. We were like, okay, good, but you have to win against Brighton this
Yeah.
weekend. Like it was
Yeah.
always that. I
Yeah.
don't
And
think even
Amarim,
for a second anyone thought about anything else. It was just
absolutely.
next game you guys have to double down and win this.
Absolutely. And Amarim himself also said, no, he said that I don't care about back to back wins. It's embarrassing or whatever. But, this is a great win for the fans. I'm looking at the next game. It's a
Yeah.
reset. Next game is a new game. That's what I'm looking forward to. He was asked about Jim Ratcliffe saying you're going to get 3 years. I don't care. I'm looking at
Yeah.
the next game. मेरे को पता ही नहीं. Blinders on, which is again, I love to see that from the manager of Manchester United. Especially
It's
at a
needed,
moment like
man.
this.
It's needed. Look at the amount of interviews that guy has been forced to do. In a
Dude,
year, he's done more than 400 or 300 interviews.
वो जो यूनाइटेड का फैन है जो बाल नहीं काटता है ना बिकॉज ही हैज नॉट सीन यूनाइटेड
like I'm
win
rooting for him at this point, man.
win
Like I just
five
hope,
back to
yeah.
back game. I feel like उसको अगर absolutely haircut करना है तो he should just pivot a little bit. Be like 5 back to back interviews from Ruben Amorim and I will cut my hair. Forget victories and all.
तो
But,
परसों
you know,
कट जाएंगे.
This
हाँ,
guy has
वो कटे ही रहेंगे वो उगेंगे ही नहीं अगर वो वैसा करा तो.
Dude, but like because of this whole thing he started, they whatever of not cutting my hair until United win 5 games in a row. Dude, this guy's got like brand deals from all these
Of
hair
course.
salon brands, and I'm like, fuck, bro, that's
Creator
like,
economy bros. Creator
yeah,
economy.
yeah.
so well
Content
played.
ही खेल है.
And I was just
Attention,
thinking,
कहीं से
like,
भी attention कुछ भी चीज के लिए मिल रहा है, you're gold.
कभी तो वो गया था
Tell me
ओल्ड
about
ट्रैफर्ड
it.
कहीं पे गया था वो मैच देखने के लिए कोई तो यूनाइटेड फैन ने उसके बाल खींचे और
Oh,
बाल
yeah,
खींचे.
that was very sad, man.
That
You're
was-
not a real United fan.
That was ridiculous. I wish उसको थोड़ा कोई धोता है यार जिससे भी बाल खींचे
like, dude, I'm hoping United win their next 3 fixtures and make it 5 wins in a row just so that he gets a haircut and then lose their next 6th game. Bas.
अरे यार.
But see now I'm thinking about this, right?
But I
And-
think
and
he
let's-
deserves to.
Correct. But let's step away from being a football podcast for a second and let's become a content creator dissection podcast for a second. Right? चलो मानो कि मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड wins 5 games in a row. हो गया. Beats them. Now this dude is going to have to cut his hair. Then what?
Yeah.
Day one of not cutting my nails until United. Some shit like that.
नहीं फिर वापस चालू. Now reset. Again not cutting my hair until United win 5 in a
Mooch
row.
or beard.
Oh, he should be like not cutting my hair till United win the Premier League.
खत्म.
Khatam.
Dude, that shit will motivate you all, man. Like,
Yeah.
no, I think Dalot said this in an interview post match. Like, I just hope that he said it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to give him his haircut.
Dallo said it. Manchester United account also
Commented,
commented on his
Commented.
post.
Yeah,
Saying
something
that-
big coming up. उसका होएगा.
Yeah.
उसका ओल्ड ट्रैफर्ड पे ही बाल कटेंगे 5th game अगर जीत
Oh,
गए तो.
no, that
I'm
would
telling
this,
you-
and they should post it on like United should actually post this as a like reel or something.
It
on
will
the IG.
happen. I
It
think it
will
will
happen.
happen, man. There's
I
too
think
much
that
attention that
will-
is garnered.
Like I'm getting goosebumps saying that. Like that's peak content, peak cinema. This is like
I'm telling you now, if this season Paul Pogba was in the United squad, Paul Pogba would, after the 5th game ka victory, Old Trafford ke turf pe, Paul Pogba would dab his way into the center circle and give him a haircut himself. And then do a dance.
So
this reminds me of that song for some reason, bro. That France song when they won the World Cup.
Kylian Mbappe.
Canto, yeah, that one.
Mazedar.
Paul Pogba. That's
Yeah.
sorry,
I love Pogba, man. I mean, even though his time at United was very up and down, fractured or whatever, but I loved him, man. For years on end, I have been buying him as my first pick in my manager mode. Like, बस
he was
manager mode
just
चालू
so
किया पहले
good.
Paul Pogba United में.
I really enjoyed watching him, even for France. Those World Cup goals in 2018. Oh,
He
class
was
with
my
that.
perfect midfielder. Height,
Hey,
strength,
which team is he now? I
skills.
forgot. Pogba's in which team right now?
Monaco.
Oh yeah. Wait, Monaco are playing Champions League, right?
Paul Pogba and Ansu Fati are both at Monaco with Eric
interesting.
Dyer.
Dude,
What a-
speaking
what a
of Ansu
random
Fati,
squad.
can we also talk quickly, just talk about the El Clasico, the El Clasico on Sunday.
Yes.
What are your
Yeah.
thoughts? I think this could be Madrid's this time. मेरे को लग रहा है.
It could very well be.
Yeah.
It could. I mean,
Yeah.
after last season's almost humiliation, I think Madrid will come
And
out to prove a
Mbappe,
point.
as all three of us on this podcast know, that he's in such fucking form, bro. Fire form.
Yeah.
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 And also this is pressure on what's his name, man, Lamine Yamal, because apparently this guy's been talking a lot of shit in the media, like, oh, last season how much we beat them, 4-0, and he's acting damn cocky. So you never know. Barca on the attack, they're still good. Oh yeah, Rafinha might be missing this game,
Yeah.
but apart from that, I think Barca on the attack are still good. Barca's midfield is looking good as well. Pedri is in good form. uh, who are the other? Danny Olmo and was Ferran Torres. No, the other guy, I forgot his name. So interesting. And
Rashford, man.
Trent is also back for Trent and Dean Huyson are both back for this game. So it's going to
Hoyson is a
be
classy defender.
Classy.
One for the future, like
But
long term, he's gonna be
yeah,
really good.
that's where I respect Ariola a lot. All his main players from last season have left, and he still managed to, what is fourth, fifth, whatever on the league table. So, damn, dude.
Yeah.
So,
This is
interesting
this
game,
is
bro. It's
this
going to be
is this
interesting
is
game.
great, right? Joke of the century. La Liga match which was moved to Miami got cancelled because fans didn't want to travel and enough tickets weren't sold.
Yeah, no shit. Why would you think that would work? Idiots. I mean,
mean-
that to a country there where football is not the biggest sport.
It is
Those
not.
people don't
But-
even appreciate football. They call it soccer.
Yeah. I mean, but now
What are
here's
you
the thing.
thinking?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? In the States right now, football is seeing a bit of a renaissance. It is because of the Messi transfer, because of all of that. David Beckham's stake in Inter Miami and his obviously previous stint with LA Galaxy and all that. So right now, it is at its peak. Like it is really, really picking up steam in America. Also, Miami, very heavy Spanish speaking population. So a La Liga match happening in Miami doesn't really sound that out of the blue. Of course, the fact that they want to move an actual La Liga match, not
La
a
Liga
friendly or an
match,
exhibition, an
exactly.
actual La Liga match to a fucking different country. What's the point? ही क्या है यार फिर? हमने तो
Yeah.
आईपीएल दुबई में खेला क्योंकि यहाँ पे सिक्योरिटी कंसर्न्स थे. तुम लोग
That's
मतलब
Dubai,
पैसों के लिए
same
कर रहे
thing,
हो.
man.
And एक
Almost.
second, वो किसका home game count होएगा?
हाँ,
Like,
exactly. How
what
is
were
it?
they
It doesn't.
thinking?
It doesn't. But I'll tell you what they were thinking. They were thinking that the Premier League is making a lot more money. The Premier League is way more popular all over the world, and La Liga and all the other leagues are falling behind, and they know it, right?
Couple years back, La Liga was on freaking Facebook.
Yeah,
So,
because
I mean,
they
need to they need to invest. They need to get some proper TV broadcasters so everyone can watch the sport.
but the problem also is now, and especially now, there's only two teams essentially in La Liga that you would like to support. Right, it's only Real Madrid and Barcelona.
Barca.
Atletico Madrid outside chance, but
Hmm.
if you will only be an Atletico Madrid fan if you are the आकर्ष of football fans. मैं एवर्टन को सपोर्ट क्यों? क्योंकि कोई और नहीं कर रहा है. If you have that vibe, then you will, because again Atletico good team, but realistically not really going to win much. Right, they're not going to be up there. You're not going to feel the happiness. We are all, if you're not in the city of the team that we support, we are all glory hunters, right? We start following a team at a time when the team is doing really well. Why do you think there are so many Man City fans in the world right now?
Yeah.
Because they got into football when Man City were dominating. They had the best players, they have the best coach.
Same
thing
applies
goes
for
that.
all teams, bro.
La Liga mein there's only two teams. Realistically, outside of Spain, who gives a fuck about Real Betis? Who gives a fuck about Sevilla? Nobody is going to care, right? Nobody is going to care enough about watching those teams. Whereas what the Premier League has done very well, you look at in India only. There's Newcastle United supporters group. There's Everton supporters group. There's Aston Villa, West Ham.
Wolves, bro.
Wolves supporters groups. These teams have supporters clubs in India, and more than anything else, if you watch a Wolves versus Bournemouth game, it is still going to be entertaining.
Yeah.
No, and like even from the get-go, like Premier League as a whole has had a very different appeal to all other leagues, because here
100%.
all other leagues may German league has Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. The
Yeah.
Spanish league has Madrid and Barca. Italian league has Juventus, Inter Milan, AC Milan. It's the Premier League where you just keep
6.
on going till 6, 7, and then even then there's few good teams when you actually
Yeah.
Yeah.
watch the football.
Yeah.
So the league as a whole has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
And even like in the years past, like 2005, 6, even that time we had top four, and then the Spurs would be there, and then a Newcastle would be there, and then an Everton would be there. Like these are Premier League regulars, and they would
Yeah.
always get a different brand of football, and people like to watch that
Yeah.
because even in Newcastle would get a result against like prime Manchester United, and even like an Everton could, bring it up against Liverpool in a Merseyside derby. It was just that feeling, and that is never a feeling in La Liga. If
Yeah.
Yeah.
ever, Barcelona or Madrid lose, it's a clear upset. It's not that the other team played good. It's not their tactics. It's just a clear upset.
Yeah.
It's not. It's always that Barca played bad, not Elche or whatever played good. Like it's
Correct.
no
Correct.
one
Yeah, that's
gives them
true.
any credit, and
Yeah.
I mean rightly so. They're not good teams. It was probably a fluke only. So it's kind of there. You can't defend a league with just two horses. It's
Yeah.
just not possible.
Yeah. Right. Before we wrap up, I just want to bring the conversation back to the Premier League. Nottingham Forest go away to Bournemouth on Sunday, and it is going to be fantastic because Sean Dyche
Sean
is the
Dyche.
new Nottingham Forest manager. Ange Postecoglou sacked after what, 8 games in
30,
charge?
yeah, 39 days.
39
8
days,
Eight
games.
8 games in
losses.
charge,
8
eight
games, 39
losses.
days. Yeah, something like that.
Was this the worst managerial appointment that we have seen in
Recent
recent
years,
times?
easily.
Frank
Yeah.
de Boer, Crystal Palace?
I mean,
I
that
don't
was
know.
a longer appointment than this,
Yeah.
right?
Was it? Was it
Then
longer?
this
Just
was the shortest
41
stint.
days,
No,
no?
no, wait. Frank de Boer played 4 games, if I'm not mistaken, as
Okay.
manager of Crystal Palace.
Actually, that could be true because um, Crystal Palace didn't have European football back then,
Yeah.
and Ange Postecoglou had European football with Nottingham. But I mean, even so, I'm very happy with Sean Dyche coming to Nottingham Forest because Nottingham Forest under Nuno has had an identity of such solid defensive displays. We all had someone like a Sells, someone like an Aina in FPL teams, or even Milenkovic.
Murillo,
So
dude.
getting someone like Sean Dyche who knows how to defend first thing, right from his Burnley days to his Everton days, we know he's a Premier League manager who can tough it out. His teams are very tough to break down, and if they had that one or two good players, they could just score for them.
Yeah.
And that is something I want to see back at Nottingham, which is a solid defense because they have the players for it. They just
Yeah.
need the right tactics to support that kind of game style.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched some bit of their game yesterday till it was 1-0 something, and they did genuinely played well. Like from what Ange's games I've seen, whatever, dude, like it was so refreshing to see such long range, not almost long range passes and all, and like they created so many chances. Too good. Like
Yeah, never have I seen a manager lose their credibility after winning a European title so quickly. Like I
Yeah.
mean,
that's the
even then,
Premier
even
League for
when
you
he won the
guys.
title, there were question marks because he got sacked and he came 17th in the league. So there
Yeah.
were always question marks. And then to come into Forest and then have such a horrible stint at it. I mean, of course, the owners to blame.
It's
You
the
can't
owner, yeah.
expect a manager to kind of turn things around in 6, 7, 8 games. But
But now here's the
yeah,
thing, right? Like I do question Ange Postecoglou's management. I honestly do. Like the Europa League trophy doesn't mean shit. I would very, very clearly say that because he hasn't backed it up with anything else. Even as Nottingham, firstly, why would you take the Nottingham Forest job?
Yeah.
yeah,
Why?
literally,
Why?
why? I
Do you
mean,
not know
imagine.
who the owner is and what his track record is?
No, and Nuno changed the dimension of Nottingham Forest. They were just newly promoted clubs. So he
Yeah.
made them into Europe.
Yeah,
And this owner was ready to fire him after a couple games into the season. That was ridiculous. And we all know it was because of a tiff. He had
Yeah.
a tiff
Which
with
is
Nuno, and it just
disagreement.
kind of, sorry, yeah, exactly. And just kind of, escalated from there. And that's ridiculous.
yeah. So
This was Nuno's team, and this was Nuno's season to be in Europe with this team.
yeah,
He
yeah,
robbed him of it and robbed all of Nottingham Forest fans from that season.
yeah. So for Ange to take the Nottingham Forest job, firstly, was absolutely stupid.
Yeah.
And to then, if you paid attention to any of the interviews that he did as Nottingham Forest manager, he kept being asked about his time at
The
Spurs,
trophy thing. Okay.
the trophy and his time at Spurs, and he kept fueling those conversations. He kept addressing those conversations. I'm like, why? Focus on the here and now, no? You're
Right.
Nottingham Forest manager. Focus on what you're doing with this team.
Correct.
Why are you talking about the fact that nahi, maine ye kiya? Because another fantastic quote, right, from one of his last interviews as Forest manager. People say, uh, I'm a failed manager because I won the Europa League, but we finished 17th in the league that season. But do you not know what I prioritized, mate? Look at the teams I put out for the last few games. I was prioritizing the Europa League. After we won the Europa League, the next match, I think they were playing Brighton. He said that I fielded a completely different, a younger team because the first team were out partying and they deserved that. I gave them the time off because they deserved it. What? How is this winning mentality?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really not.
How can you oh my, इतने सालों के बाद स्पर्स के लिए we have got a trophy. I know there's like 2 matches left in the league. Fuck it यार, गांड मराने का वो मैच, तुम
हाँ.
लोग जाके पार्टी करो.
Relegate तो नहीं होंगे तो match दे.
तुम लोग जाके पार्टी करो. No man, if you are a manager in the Premier League, if you're an elite football manager, you need to be going for the win in every game. You, even if you won the league
And
with
more
5
so when
games
you're
to go.
17th, buddy, you have to be
Yeah.
trying to save face.
Exactly. So I
Win
mean,
the remaining 2, 3, whatever games there were in the Premier League. Yeah, I mean, I agree. It was ridiculous. Even ridiculous choices back then.
yeah.
Yeah.
When he started at Spurs, we all thought that he was such a nice guy. And again, I'm sure he is. Like, I'm sure he's a stand-up guy and all. But as a manager, I feel like just
Too
what?
many question marks. Yeah, too
Too
many
many question
question
Yes.
marks.
marks.
The football is not as robust as it needs to be for all these eccentricities. Jose
Correct.
Mourinho, box office in the fucking media, right? He will say the randomest things, but he gets the results. He knows how to set teams up, and he knows how to set teams up for particular opponents.
Agreed.
So like I'm glad that they sacked Ange. They shouldn't have hired him in the first place. But then again, Marinakis will do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
Sean Dyche at Nottingham Forest is going to be very interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be
I
fun.
mean, I think
It's gonna
he'll
be
do
fun.
good. He's very no nonsense.
And Forest also have a good
And-
team. So
Yeah, but here's the
Yeah,
thing.
and-
But here's the interesting bit. For Evangelos Marinakis, and going by the rumors about the supposed appointments at Nottingham Forest, his two options were Sean Dyche or Roberto Mancini.
oh yeah, I read
Oh
about this
yeah,
Man
yeah,
City
I'd
thing.
read about that. Yeah.
Can you imagine? Dyche and Mancini are your two front runners for this job, and Marinakis is like, I wonder who I should go with. How good must it be to have the plethora of choices?
Yeah, right.
Can you imagine? But Mancini at Forest would have been great.
It'd have been so good.
It
so
would have
It
good.
would have lasted 3 weeks, but it would have been great for those 3 weeks.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, for Nottingham Forest, I feel Dyche was the perfect in the situation.
Correct.
He was the
In-
perfect
in
manager.
the situation, because they have to save their season.
Yeah.
It is not about.
Yeah.
It is not about
Anything
going on a
else.
European Cup run. It is not about
Yeah.
anything else. It is just about save this season. आगे का आगे देख लेंगे, because Forest are in the relegation zone right now.
Exactly.
They are 18th. They need to save their season. It is still early
Yeah.
days, so obviously they can figure it out. Leeds and Burnley are in front of them, and both of those teams, either
Who's
one of those teams
Forest up
can
against next game for Bournemouth? No.
Bournemouth. So
I definitely see Forest reinforcing in the January window. Definitely, they're buying
100%.
a striker.
yeah, but from an FPL point of view now, Ronaq, I'll turn to you. Considering that Sean Dyche is now manager of Nottingham Forest, are you looking at Nottingham's defensive assets?
So, I
Murillo,
mean, see,
Milenkovic.
up until now, to see after on the back of last season, all of their defensive assets are very expensive, and this season they've not been that good. So I'll definitely have to see some performances there before I can kind of tell anyone to have a look at them.
Yeah, but,
So, yeah, just kind of wait
wouldn't
and
wouldn't the
watch.
prices
Can
have
I
come
show
down
you
now
my
from
team?
their original base?
A little, but I mean, when you have the likes of like someone like a Dan Burn at Newcastle who's just 5 or 5.1. And then for the premium defenders, you also want someone who gets the DEFCON points. So someone like a Tarkovsky, someone like a Julian Timber, someone like a Gabriel, and you just can't overlook the Arsenal defense. So it is those players you're looking at, and we'll just have to see how Nottingham Forest play and which of those players in their defense are racking up the DEFCON to get those points, because defensive contribution are so important, because even in a bad week, when a player like Nottingham Forest are playing Arsenal, if a player is seasoned DEFCON guy, he's going to get 4 points even in a game against Arsenal, so that helps. So yeah, I mean, still clear of Nottingham Forest for now, but they're definitely one to watch.
Right. All right. It is time for us to wrap up. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening and watching. If you'd like to get in touch with us and tell us what you thought, please reach out on our social media. Ronaq can be found on Instagram
At Ronaq Vikamse.
Nathan can be found on Instagram
At it's Nathan Gomes.
and I am on Instagram at Amogh. You can also follow the Cornerflag on Instagram at the rate Cornerflagpod. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is where you are watching this right now. Look at that bottom right corner over there.
हमारे इसमें नीचे ही लिखा है नो कॉल टू एक्शन हियर, जो करना है करो.
हाँ, हमारा यहाँ पे ये, पर उसके बाजू में हिट द सब्सक्राइब बटन है. उसके बाजू में हिट द सब्सक्राइब बटन है, तो वहां पे जाके करो. और तुमने ऑलरेडी किया है तो दोस्तों को बोलो सब्सक्राइब करने. We are also on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and all major podcasting platforms, so you can follow us over there as well. Shout out to Kezad Gurda for composing our theme tune, and until next week, it is goodbye from us. So say bye, Ronaq.
Bye guys.
Say bye, Nathan.
I just want to say that it's going to be an interesting season, and I hope my team wins something. And that's all, folks. Take care. Have a great weekend, man.
Chocolate जीतेगी Liverpool. And it's bye from me.
Arnold.